The bad thing about retiring is it can feel so scary because you're giving up your primary source of income if you're leaving a career. And it can feel like, especially if you're in the stock market, because of the swings in the value of your investment account, it can feel really, really scary. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 ways that you can make your retirement money last longer. These are simple things that anyone can do, things that you have control over. And that's what feels scary about that whole retirement thing, is feeling like you don't have control. These are all things, 7 things that you have control of. Hi, I'm Camille Gaines. I'm a financial coach, I'm a financial author, an accredited financial counselor, and I write about investing and creating multiple income streams at my website, retirecertain.com. Now, I've got an ebook I recently put up there, so be sure to come visit me. It's the 9 top strategies for wealth building and creating income streams in the second half of life. In this video, though, I want to share with you these 7 things because I know it feels scary and it can feel out of control, but these 7 things you can do. The first one is simply to control how much money you'll have going into retirement. So this is something that it's something that I know for a lot of people it takes years to accumulate a certain amount of money. And so maybe if you're there already, it's a little late to factor this in too much. But if you've got another 10 years or 20 years to save before you want to retire, perhaps take an early retirement, you can control that by choosing how much money you're going to put aside every month to save. The next thing that you have control over is the percent that you're going to withdraw to live on in retirement. I've done another video and written an article about the 2 most popular retirement withdrawal strategies and the percentages and how that works, but you get to choose how you're going to do that. Now for us, we really wanted to create income streams that were outside of our retirement account that would allow us to not have to withdraw initially and then later on maybe we won't do this anymore at all, because we do work some in these alternative businesses and alternative income streams, but later on we may not want to do that. So whatever it is that you've set up, you can figure out percentage-wise how much you want to withdraw from your stock and or bond portfolio after you've retired. The third thing that I want to mention that you have control over, that you get to choose, is how much money you spend every month. Now, look and see if you are spending your money the way that you want to spend it. Are you consciously making your spending choices? What's important to you? Have you prioritized? You may be spending money on things that aren't that important to you and then not able to accomplish the things that you do really, really want that are important simply because you haven't prioritized. I've run into this with some of my financial clients. The next, or financial coaching clients, I should say, the next thing that you have control over is when and how you invest your money. It may feel like you don't have control over that, but you can choose to invest in an undervalued asset. You can buy a house when houses are cheap. You can buy an investment property when investment properties are cheap because we're in the low end of a real estate cycle. You can buy stocks when stocks are undervalued because we're at the low end of the cycle. So don't feel like this is out of your control. It's not. The next area that I want to mention that you have control over is the cost of your wealth management. How much are you spending on wealth management every year? Total cost. Know this and you'll be able to make a huge difference in the amount of money that you put aside to grow. That's not to say you shouldn't use wealth management. It's simply to say know how much you're spending on this and monitor the results you're getting and make sure that what you're doing is a good fit for your goals and what it is that you want. And then the next area is simply to create income streams from sources outside of stocks and bonds. As I mentioned, this is something we've done. I think it makes a lot of sense for people approaching retirement, especially given the very, very low interest rates that we have now that people are earning, and also the low dividend yield that we get from stocks now. And then the last thing I'll mention, number 7, is, where do you live? Do you live in a place that maybe you're paying extra to live in, and you could live in a place that's a little less expensive and still give you joy and make you happy? That's what I wanted to share with you in this video, are these 7 things that are under your control to help you make your money last. Be sure to come see me over at retirecertain.com. I'll see you there.